Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Monday morning meditation. I am coming to you from outside of Nashville, visiting family for the Thanksgiving week and just getting ready to go for a hike. So, looking forward to a little cool air and some movement. So, thank you for joining me today and just joining together in this. Thanksgiving week Monday morning meditation. And I would like to focus on just putting a blessing over our Thanksgiving day, whether you are with lots of family, whether you are with friends, whether you are all by yourself in your own space, enjoying the quiet day. We are going to just project a blessing onto that day. As I was thinking about our meditation today, I knew that we were going to be, you know, just putting some light on our Thanksgiving day. And I was reminded of one time I was visiting my sister in Iowa. My kids were little, and it's just going to be me and my kids driving back home. Um, the 3 hour drive from where she lived in Iowa to where I was living at the time in Kansas City area. And the night before I left, I was meditating a little bit and I just felt the urge to just see that 3 hour drive, that easy 3 hour drive in light. And it just took a little while to just see that drive and to see it easy and smooth and easy traveling with the kids who are pretty easy to travel with anyway, but just seeing that whole corridor, because it was basically just from north to south for 3 hours, um, and just seeing it with light. And so I did, and then I went to sleep. And the next day, probably about halfway through the drive, the kids were busy either sleeping or watching a video on their gadget of the day. And all of a sudden, I just felt this love. It's like, oh my gosh, I just feel so uplifted right now. I just feel so much love. Everything looks beautiful. I'm like, wow, what is that? Because I had forgotten about the night before. And all of a sudden, I just heard that's your higher self, and I had this visualization in my mind, this picture come to me, like if my higher self were this, you know, giant figure in the sky looking over the car and traveling and just sending love and just being present there. And it was like, oh my gosh, that I did that. That was my higher self that put that into place. And it was such a unique experience that, like, it may sound a little woo-woo, may sound a little out there, but I knew it was true. I knew nobody could ever tell me otherwise. People can think whatever they want to about that, but I know that it was valid and it was a real experience. And energy is energy, and we can work with it in support of our higher self, in support of mm, moving through whatever we're going to be moving through. In the morning before work, I will visualize all the people that I'll be seeing during the day, and just tapping into them a little bit, into their souls, and what is it that we are going to be gathering to talk about today. And not that I know at the time, but I just put into place that openness and that receptivity and that presence and connection. And so when I go through my day, it's already there. So we're going to take that. It's a law of the universe, if you will, that energy follows thought, and energy is in our management when we're using it wisely. It's in our management actually when we're not using it wisely too. We just aren't as conscious about it, right? But when we're conscious, we can just take that presence, that awareness, and put it where we need it and magnify it where we need it. So we're going to do that for our Thanksgiving gathering for this week. So we're just going to first get ourselves centered. So I invite you to get comfortable in your chair if you're not already, and take a couple of deep breaths. Let your body relax. Thanksgiving week can be full of excitement. It can be full of happy anticipation or um, like, oh, brother, here we go, anticipation. But either way, we just let all that go right now. And find our center. Find where your grounded, peaceful place is within you right now. Whether it's your feet on the floor, your bottom in the chair, your back against whatever you're leaning against. Maybe it's your heart center. It might even be the space between your eyes, that spiritual vision, if you will. I invite you mostly to be away from the mind, wherever that grounded place is. And let your breath be natural, at a natural pace, moving in and through with a movement of the diaphragm, of the belly instead of the chest. And you can use the counting of quick breath if that helps you, breathing into the count of 4, breathing out to the count of 4. This can help all of the body systems relax and the energy of mind and heart be synthesized. We don't even have to think about that part, it just happens as we focus on the breath. Just feel your energy flowing freely head to toe. Or maybe the direction of your breath is coming in, as if you're embracing it with every cell of your body, moving in and out through the back. Breathing in pure air, energy, light. Breathing out everything else. And now I invite you to just allow your energy to expand. If it hasn't already, feel it. Be aware of your own energy all around your body, surrounding you in a sphere of light. However you experience that, it can be a sensation that you feel. You can just sense it with that sixth sense, that inner sense of intuition, feeling it all around you. Let it encompass your whole seat, your room, and now bring into this room filled with light all those people that you'll be with. Visualize where you'll be at Thanksgiving. Again, even if it's just you at home, visualize your space, your day. The day of Thanksgiving has been celebrated for so long. There's a built-up energy around it of quietude, of gratitude. some energy that pushes us forward, gives us the strength and the grace to see whatever we need to see, to love where it might be difficult to love. It's an opportunity to express that higher part of us, even when it's difficult to feel it. And it is the energy of love and gratitude, which is all about movement, which is all about being that strong higher self of us, no matter what. So imagine the room or the space that you'll be in at Thanksgiving. It doesn't matter if you are familiar with the space or not. It doesn't matter. See that space filled with the light of your higher self that you have extended beyond your body. Just embracing that room of Thanksgiving. And if you'll be with people, visualize each person there. And see every cell of their bodies filled with this light. Including your own. We just hold a space. We just hold this light for a little while. And if you feel thoughts, opinions, feelings about somebody who will be there, just let those feelings be and let them move through you so that you feel a release and that love is able to flow through you more readily. Imagine if you can yourself beyond that room, extending your energy above and beyond it, as if you're big enough to hold that room in your arms. Just hold it and see all the players inside. Everybody milling around however they do. We just hold that room in our loving arms without judgment, just in a peaceful but active neutrality. Love can be active, but it can also just be a presence. And feel yourself in that Thanksgiving room. And let your grounding thought during the day be, I stand in the presence of my higher self. I stand in the presence of my higher self. I stand in the presence of my higher self. And that presence of the higher self is beyond drama. It flows with love and gratitude and compassion, understanding. Flows with generosity of spirit, of service, of unconditional regard. Just embrace that room. Just feel it moving in and through you like a big hug. You're hugging that room, hugging each person, each pet, bringing them into your heart. Again, and if you are on your own at Thanksgiving time, feel that hug of yourself, your space all around you, filling that hug with love and light, gratitude. Just breathe it in. And now we step away from this room and return our presence to the space where we are today, and that energy all around us. Feel your body and your chair. And if you can continue sitting in this love and light, I invite you to do so. If you need to go about your day, just know that you are bringing this consciousness of love and light in and through you and all around you. So every preparation, every detail leading up to your Thanksgiving day, just feel every thought and every action filled with that love and gratitude. And take a deep breath or two to help yourself transition if you need to move on with your day. Have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. Thank you for joining me today. And we were holding the light for our own Thanksgiving, but we were also doing it with and for each other. So thank you for adding your love and light today. Next week, on Monday, we're going to start a process about each week about releasing the year. I sent some information about that in the invitation for today, and I will include it in our recording information via email as well as on YouTube and Facebook and so forth. But there's a wonderful class going on Sundays through Center for Enlightenment on releasing the year. This is a process I've been doing with my spiritual teacher, Jane Elizabeth Hart, for the last, 25 years at least. Every year, releasing the old year and embracing the new year to just clear the energy, kind of like we did with Thanksgiving. We're embracing the difficulties and filling that space with love, and we're going to do that for our year as well, just very briefly, once a week. And if you want more information on that, you can find the recordings at centerforenlightenment.com. Just go to the menu item that says Sunday courses, and you can keep up with the class that way. There's more information, of course, than we'll have on our Monday morning meditation time, but it's worth it. It's worth it. And we'll be adding to that energy each week too in our own time. You don't have to do the Sunday class, of course, to be part of what we're doing on Mondays, but it's certainly an added benefit. So have a wonderful, wonderful week, a wonderful Thanksgiving for yourself, and everybody else will follow that you're with. So many blessings to you, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye-bye.